see if we've got everyone here. I am only seeing Josh.
The roll call.
Yeah, let's do the roll call. We'll open the meeting with the roll call, and if you will identify yourself and verify that you can hear the other participants. I will start. Ronald Fletcher, and I can hear everyone. And I'll move to the man that just got here, Mr. Schultz.
This is Kenneth Choate, and I can hear everyone, Mr. Crutcher.
All right. Josh?
This is Josh Hughes, and I'm able to hear everyone.
All right. John Lee?
And this is John Lee, and I can hear everyone, even though I'm sitting on the beach in Florida.
Think about it. Okay. Glenn Adams?
This Glenn Adams, and I can hear everyone.
Okay, and that is the membership. We have Mr. Cook, Mr. Horn, and with that, I will. The first order of business is to approve the minutes from the meeting of February the 11th. They have been sent to you. Any questions or comments? Hearing none,
Mr. Chairman, this Glenn Adams, and I'll go ahead and make a motion. We approve the minutes as submitted.
Motion's been made. Do I hear a second?
Mr. Crutcher, this is Kenneth Choate, and I'll make a second. We approve the minutes of the February 11th meeting.
Motion's been made, seconded. Are there any questions, comments? Hearing none, we'll do a roll call vote, and I will begin. This is Ronald Crutcher, and I vote for the motion to accept the minutes. Hughes.
This is Josh Hughes, and I vote to approve the minutes.
All right, Mr. Schultz.
This is Kenneth Choate, and I vote to approve the minutes.
Mr. Adams.
This is Glenn Adams, and I vote to approve the minutes.
Mr. Lee. Mr. Lee. John.
Ronald, he appears to be muted.
Hello? Anybody there?
Yeah, no, I'm trying to reach John. John Lee. All right, can we unmute him?
No, he can only unmute himself.
Yeah.
You mean to write him a note?
Yeah.
It might be in the beach.
Let's see if this will work. We get another pen.
we going to mail the note too, or are we just going to flash it up on the screen?
Okay, can you hear me now?
You got it?
Alright. Okay,
Y'all just locked up on mine. I just wasn't getting anything, so.
okay. We're voting on the motion to approve the minutes of February the 11th. How do you vote, John?
Well, let's try again.
Mr. Chairman, this is Bobby Cook. I'm not sure he's unmuted. I believe he probably lost his internet connection.
He has. He has now. I just see that.
Yeah. So if you want to proceed, we'll just have 4-0, 1 out on the minutes.
That's what I think we would like to do. The minutes are approved 4-0, and we will proceed on with the business of the meeting. We have several appeals to act on, and I will turn the meeting over to Mr. Cook to walk us through the agenda.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Before we start, I do need to make the following statement. If there is no objection from the Board of Adjustment and Appeal members and subject to Executive Order number 71, let the minutes reflect that the members have determined that it's necessary that this meeting be held electronically to protect the health, safety, and welfare of the public due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Are there any objections? Let the minutes reflect the board has made the determination to conduct this meeting electronically. I do want to remind everyone that each vote will be by roll call vote. The chairman will call your names, at which time you will provide your vote. Prior to making a motion or a second or asking a question, making a comment, please identify yourself. I want the record reflect that adequate public notice was given to both the home builders and to the public. The first appeal we have is from Aspen Construction. Let the minutes reflect that no additional documentation or explanation was submitted by by Aspen Construction. First argument the appellate makes is that they have obtained vested rights under the Vested Property Rights Act of 2014. And so therefore the lots at issue would not be subject to the impact fee. The Vested Property Rights Act provides that should a developer receive preliminary plat approval from the local authority, the development standards in place shall remain the same through the course of that development. The appellant argues that the impact fee is a development standard and therefore the impact fee is not applicable to these developments that receive prior preliminary plat approval. However, the Vested Property Rights Act is only triggered if the impact fee is considered a development standard or development regulation, which the Act specifically references regulations concerning the actual development of the property, such as local stormwater requirements, local construction standards of buildings, streets, alleys, curbs, sidewalks, and lot sizes. These are all standards that concern the actual development of the property. And in fact, the home builder can develop the property without ever having to pay the impact fee because the impact fee is only due upon request of a building permit. I do want to maintain that should the board find that the impact fee is a development regulation triggering vested property rights, we maintain that the applicant has provided no evidence that it received any approvals from the planning department or planning commission for the property at issue prior to the adoption and implementation of the educational impact fee. The appellant's second argument is that the impact fee is required to be calculated on each subdivision and the proceeds received from that particular subdivision is required to be used on educational capital projects for that specific development. Private Act does not require the county to define specific zones and accommodate each subdivision with a new calculation. In fact, the Private Act grants the county's legislative body broad power to implement an impact fee. To support its decision, the countywide impact fee is based on detailed studies supporting the impact and need of expanded or new education facilities that the legislative body determined was countywide impact and is needed because of the ever-changing school districts, as well as the fact that development in one area of the county has an effect on schools in another area. I do want to ask whether there is any representation from the appellant. Hearing none, Mr. Chairman, we ask for these appeals be denied.
You have, you've heard the staff's position and their recommendation. Are there any questions, comments? Hearing none, I would entertain a motion on this appeal.
Mr. Chairman, this is Josh Hughes. Make a motion that we deny the appeal.
Motion.
This
This
is
Glenn
John Lee.
Adams.
I second that motion.
Okay.
Okay, who was that? Is that
John.
Glenn?
John Lee.
That was John Lee.
Okay, all right, we got John back. Okay. The motion's been made and properly seconded. We will vote on the motion, beginning with Mr. Schultz. How do you, please identify yourself and vote.
Mr. Chairman, this is Kenneth Choate, and I vote for the motion to deny.
Mr. Hughes,
This is Josh Hughes. I vote for the motion.
Mr. Lee,
This is John Lee. I vote for the motion to deny.
Mr. Adams,
This is Glenn Adams, and I vote for the motion to deny.
all right, and this is Ronald Crutcher, and I vote for the motion to deny. The vote is unanimous, 5-0 to deny the appeal. Next item, Mr. Cook.
Next appeal we have for you is from Celebration Homes. This applicant has provided no supporting documentation or explanation and has provided no basis for its appeal. The county maintains that the impact fee is not a development regulation or development standard, and therefore vested rights have not attached to these lots. Further, the county maintains that it adopted education impact fee in accordance with the authority granted under Chapter 120 of the 1987 Private Acts. There is no requirement the county create a new impact fee rate for each subdivision, and the proceeds raised be spent in a manner that only benefits that particular subdivision, as the appellants have continuously made. Finally, the fee was based on a formula related to the impact of new residential developments, on the need for new and expanding educational facilities. And because there's no further basis that they have explained on their appeal forms, Mr. Chairman, we ask for this appeals be denied. I will ask whether there's any representatives of the appellant present on the call. Hearing none, Mr. Chairman.
You heard the staff's position and their recommendation to deny the appeals. Are there any questions, comments? Hearing none, I would entertain a motion on the appeal.
Mr. Chairman, this is Kenneth Choate. I make a motion that we deny the appeal.
Motion's been made. Do I hear a second?
This is Glenn Adams. I'll second that motion.
Motion's been properly made and seconded. Are there any questions? Hearing none, we will vote, beginning with Mr. Hughes.
This is Josh Hughes. I vote for the motion to deny the appeal.
Mr. Lee,
This is John Lee. I vote for the motion to deny the appeal.
Mr. Adams,
This is Glenn Adams, and I vote for the motion to deny.
Mr. Schultz,
This is Kenneth Choate, and I vote for the motion to deny.
this is Ronald Crutcher, and I vote for the motion to deny. The vote is 5-1 to deny the appeal. Next item, Mr. Cook.
That's all the appeals we have for you today, Mr. Chairman.
All right. Is there any other business to come before the board? Mr. Horn?
Yes, Mr. Chairman. We are scheduled to meet again on March 11th. I have not seen it. Perhaps Bobby has. Mayor Anderson shared with us the other day that the governor's intent was to extend the executive order allowing us to meet under this format. And unless you hear otherwise, we'll be meeting via GoToMeeting on March 11th at 7:30 a.m.
All right. Is there any other business?
I have done, Mr. Chairman.
All right. Hearing none, this meeting is adjourned. And Mr. Horn, stay on a minute. We'll talk with Mr. Cook about getting the document signed.